Imagine a place where death was an everyday occurrence, where an invisible disease claimed countless lives. This was the reality of Waverly Hills Sanatorium. In the early 20th century, a silent killer lurked in the shadows, indiscriminately claiming lives. This was none other than tuberculosis, the White Plague. Amidst this deadly epidemic, Waverly Hills Sanatorium was born, opening its doors in the year 1910 in Louisville, Kentucky. Designed as a beacon of hope, the sanatorium was meant to provide fresh air, rest, and nourishment, the only known treatments for tuberculosis at the time. However, its intent to heal was overshadowed by the grim reality of the disease. The sanatorium soon became synonymous with death, as it witnessed an alarming mortality rate. The architecture of Waverly Hills was unique and held a grim purpose. With its sprawling, open-air hallways and rooms, the sanatorium was designed to maximize the exposure of patients to sunlight and fresh air. But it was not just the architecture that was unique. The treatment methods, though considered advanced for the time, would send shivers down anyone's spine today. From pneumothorax, where air was introduced into the chest cavity to collapse a lung, giving it rest, to thoracoplasty, a brutal surgical procedure that involved the removal of ribs, the treatments were as terrifying as the disease itself. As the years passed, the sanatorium found itself grappling with an alarming number of deaths. Some estimates suggest that at least one patient died every hour at the peak of the epidemic. This grim reality gave birth to what came to be known as the death tunnel, or the body chute, a tunnel used to discreetly transport the dead from the hospital to the nearby railway, away from the eyes of other patients. And as the death toll rose, so did the whispers of something otherworldly lurking within the sanatorium's walls. Stories began to circulate, stories of strange occurrences, of apparitions, of the restless spirits of the departed forever trapped within the confines of Waverly Hills. Could it be that the sanatorium was not just a home to the living, but also to the dead? As the bodies piled up, a grim solution was found: the death tunnel. This chilling 500-foot-long passageway, sloping downhill from the hospital, was constructed as a discreet means to transport the bodies of those who succumbed to tuberculosis. It was a grim necessity designed not only for the practicalities of handling the deceased, but also to shield the living from the constant reminder of their own mortality. The death tunnel, or body chute, as it was sometimes referred to, became a silent witness to the sheer magnitude of death that shadowed Waverly Hills. Some say as the bodies of countless patients were transported through this tunnel, a piece of their spirit was left behind, etching the walls with an indelible mark of sorrow and despair. The first whispers of paranormal activities began to surface shortly after the sanatorium's closure. Ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and chilling cold spots were reported, particularly in and around the death tunnel. Former employees and visitors alike told tales of seeing spectral figures, hearing eerie voices, and feeling an unsettling presence. Many believe these manifestations to be the restless spirits of those who journeyed through the death tunnel, their last earthly voyage. Sightings of shadowy figures moving along the tunnel, the echoing sounds of phantom footsteps, and the feeling of being watched have been frequently reported. Some have even claimed to hear the muffled cries and coughs of unseen patients, their suffering echoing through time. One of the most recounted encounters is of a ghostly figure seen at the tunnel's entrance, seemingly waiting, perhaps for a loved one who never returned. This apparition, often described as a woman dressed in white, has led many to speculate that she might be a nurse, forever bound to the sanatorium by her duty and compassion. These chilling accounts paint a haunting picture of the death tunnel, a place where the veil between life and death seems thin, a conduit for spirits unable to find peace. With each body that passed through the tunnel, it seems something of them may have remained behind. Over the years, Waverly Hills Sanatorium has become a hotspot for ghostly encounters. The eerie tales that echo through its dilapidated corridors are as numerous as they are chilling. Among these, some specters seem to have taken up permanent residence, becoming the stuff of legend. One such specter is the ghost of a nurse who reportedly took her own life in room 502. Some visitors claim to have seen her apparition, still in her nurse's uniform, wandering the halls or peering out from the room's window. Others report hearing hushed whispers or feeling a sudden, unexplainable chill when passing by the room. Then there's the haunting presence of a young boy, often referred to as Timmy. Visitors have reported hearing the sound of a bouncing ball or seeing a ghostly child darting in and out of rooms. Some even claim that Timmy enjoys playing with toys left by ghost hunters, adding a touch of innocent mischief to the otherwise somber atmosphere of the sanatorium. Perhaps the most bone-chilling tale is that of the creeper. This entity, unlike the others, instills pure dread among those who encounter it. Described as a dark, crawling figure that moves along the floors and walls, it is believed to be a harbinger of doom. Its presence is often accompanied by feelings of intense fear, and a sense that one should flee immediately. These chilling encounters have left many questioning. Are these the lingering spirits of Waverly Hills' tragic past? Is the sanatorium a final resting place for those who suffered within its walls? Or perhaps these apparitions are echoes of the pain and despair that once permeated this place, etching a permanent mark on the fabric of reality. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Waverly Hills, we can only wonder about the truth. Are these stories mere figments of overactive imaginations, or could they be glimpses into a realm beyond our understanding? Whether fact or fiction, one thing is certain: the legend of Waverly Hills continues to captivate us, a chilling reminder of our fascination with the unknown. The haunting tales of Waverly Hills have drawn investigators from around the world, all in search of proof of the afterlife. Paranormal experts, armed with their sophisticated equipment, have ventured into its decaying halls, seeking to unravel the mysteries that lurk within its storied walls. Over the years, a multitude of investigative teams have documented their experiences. Strange sounds echoing through the empty corridors, fleeting apparitions captured on thermal cameras, and even eerie voices whispering in the dark. These occurrences, they argue, are not mere coincidences, but potential evidence of the supernatural. Among the investigators who have explored Waverly Hills, the Atlantic Paranormal Society, or TAPS, stands out. They've reported witnessing figures moving in the shadows, heard unexplainable voices, and even captured images of what they believe to be apparitions on their thermal imaging cameras. The sanatorium has also caught the attention of popular culture, featuring in numerous paranormal television shows. Programs like Ghost Adventures and Most Haunted have shone a spotlight on Waverly Hills, bringing its chilling tales to millions of viewers worldwide. These shows have not only added to the sanatorium's eerie reputation, but have also sparked widespread interest and debate about the existence of ghosts. Yet despite the countless investigations and the abundance of supposed evidence, skeptics remain. Critics argue that the chilling experiences are merely the products of overactive imaginations, influenced by the sanatorium's dark history and unsettling atmosphere. It's a fascinating dichotomy, this clash between believers and skeptics. It's a testament to the enigmatic allure of Waverly Hills, a place that continues to captivate and confound, a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur, where echoes of the past resonate in the present, and where every shadow could hold a spectral secret. Yet even with the modern technology and expert testimonies, the true nature of Waverly Hills remains shrouded in mystery. Despite its chilling past, Waverly Hills stands today, a testament to a time long gone. The once bustling sanatorium, now silent, carries a legacy intertwined with tales of the paranormal. Despite the whispers of unsettled spirits, the sanatorium has seen a surge of restoration efforts aimed at preserving its historical significance. Today, the once crumbling edifice stands stronger, its decay replaced with a new lease on life. But the restoration hasn't deterred the spectral tales. If anything, it's fueled the intrigue, attracting paranormal enthusiasts from across the globe. They come in droves, eager to explore the infamous halls and perhaps catch a glimpse of the otherworldly. As the sanatorium embraces its new chapter, it's impossible to ignore the old. The echoes of its past continue to reverberate through its hallowed halls. As restoration breathes new life into these old walls, one has to wonder, are the spirits of Waverly Hills still present, or are these tales simply echoes of a haunted past?